Oh, baby, let's get home tonight. Smash the like button. We in the building. Sorry about me being late. My apologies. Got a lot to talk about, man. Got a lot of topics to touch on. Um, I definitely want to touch on the first two individuals. Well, I want to touch on Joe Budden first, and then we can touch on, you know, Cuban Link, TA. But I want to touch on this lame nigga Joe Budden, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. Y'all know I'm not a Joe Budden fan. I've never been a fan of that nigga. Even when he was in the industry, I never too cared for Joe Budden because I always thought Joe Budden was a lame. Like, he just come off as a lame, like a straight up lame, like a lizard. Like, not only that he comes off as a lizard, but it's like dude, like the way your approach be corny, and it's a lot of corny dudes out here. Don't get me wrong, but Joe Budden is one of the corniest individuals in the music industry and even in the podcasting game. Like, dude, like y'all heard what I said about Math. Same thing I feel about Joe Budden's. Like, I never understood like what was the hype about Joe. Cause, when you look at Jersey dudes, you look at like the Tretch types, you look at and he's not really even from Jersey. Let's just get that clear. Like, Joe Budden is not from Jersey. Peace, chilling with love. How you doing, Queen? I see you. I see you. Cali with love. Peace to you. Um, but yeah, I really don't understand like the Joe Budden types, man. Like, I never understood him as a content creator. Like, I was on Clubhouse with the nigga, and it's like, dude, just come off like just a corny nigga, son. Like, literally is a corny nigga, son. He just come off as a corny nigga, and it's like dudes make the dude sound like he's a lit dude, like he was this. Like, come on, bro. The reason why he had to go into podcasting because his rap career never went no fucking way. Let's just keep it all the way real. His rap career never went anywhere. You heard? Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Like, his rap career never went nowhere. Like, Joe Budden's he was a rapper. He been in the game since 2003, 2002. Now, Joe Budden is not from Jersey. Joe Budden is born in Harlem, east side of Harlem. He was born in the east side of Harlem. His parents is from Harlem. Let's get that clear. His parents is from Harlem. He lived in Queens. He left Queens and moved to Jersey. He is not from Jersey. Let's get that all the way clear. He is not from Jersey. He moved to Jersey at 13 with his mother. Okay? He is not from Jersey. Not Jersey born. He was raised in Jersey as a teenager, but he was not from New Jersey. He's not from New Jersey at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was born. Salute, salute. He was born in East Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Lived in East Harlem. Lived in Queens. And then, like I said, he moved to Jersey at 13. You understand what I'm saying? But come on, bro. That dude is a clown. He's a fiend, bro. Like, this is a dude that was smoking angel dust. Like, come on, man. Like, this dude has a history of going back and forth to rehab. Like, come on, bro. We can't even take this dude serious. He ain't whole sucker, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whole sucker, man. Like, I just can't understand the dude. Like, his whole podcasting career, like, saved his career. Like, really kept him relevant because if he didn't have that podcast, bro, he would never, I'm gonna be honest with you, he'd have been like every other low tier rapper. Podcasting made him, kept him relevant. You know, that's what kept him relevant. Podcasting. You know, him talking about other successful rappers because he literally wasn't the best. This a dude that beat up all the, like, yo, this dude was getting high, beating up all his chicks. That's shit that's crazy to me, B. You beating up all your chicks? You smashing all the bad video vixen chicks and you whooping their ass. He beat the baby out of Esther Baxter. He beat the baby out of her. You know what I'm saying? Whoop Gloria Velaz's ass. Like that nigga was getting high, beating them bitches, and they get high again, bro. Like, come on, my nigga. That niggas punching on them. Like, come on, my nigga. You running behind real street niggas. Like, you going to the police. Nigga told on ransom, my nigga. Let's get that clear. He told on the nigga ransom. I don't know how the nigga rock with him, but hey, it is what it is. He told on the nigga ransom. Told on the nigga ransom. Like, nigga got the podcast and shit, cause, you know, niggas like to hear from square niggas. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? He, you know what I mean? He the voice for square niggas. But Joe's a cornball, man. Joe's a cornball. He stay getting exposed by these chicks. I'm looking at the situation. Shorty exposing him. Rocky Thunder. She exposing homie in the interview. I'm like, damn, son. Like, you mean to tell me this dude, Joe, yeah, they love weak niggas. That's a fact. But you mean to tell me this nigga Joe let this bitch keep blowing him up and exposing him? Like, and I ain't gonna even call her a bitch, cause she a cool chick. But the nigga gets exposed by all these females, man. Like, nigga running around sleeping in his crib, in his downstairs apartment, butt ass naked, sleepwalking, butt ass naked. The people that live in the building call the police on this nigga. Like, this dude is one of the, like, I don't know if I'll call him the lamest. He just a sucker. He just a sucker, bro. You know, he just a sucker. Like, like, how you got so many people hate this nigga? Like, damn, son. Like, you had a whole podcast. These niggas is just going in on him. They going in on him. Whole podcast. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he a dust head. Come on, bro. We been knew Joe Budden was a dust head. He been a dust head his whole existence. He's been a dust head his whole life. That's what we know him for, smoking dust. He smoked dust. He not a dude that cleaned his act. He's a dude that he's still indulging in smoking angel dust. You know what I'm saying? He been smoking angel dust when he was rapping. You know what I'm saying? Clue and them lost a lot of money. From Queens, homie. Salute. Clue and them wasted a lot of money on that nigga. You know? And see, you know what ended Joe Budden's career as a rapper? I'm gonna tell you what ended Joe Budden's career as a rapper, and this is facts. Nobody could, nobody can tell me nothing or argue with me. What ended Joe Budden's career as a rapper was when he did the song "Pump It Up." Right, that's his biggest song. Right, that and the shit with Buster with the "There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes." Yeah, that record. Right, but "Pump It Up" was the biggest record. "Pump It Up" was the biggest record. "Pump It Up" was so huge that they had it at that time. They had it in all the movies, right? So when they do the remix, the nigga Jay-Z's on the remix. Nigga Jay-Z dissed the nigga on the remix, right? This is the nigga on the remix. Once he dissed the nigga Joe Buttons, that ended Joe Budden's career right there. When Jay-Z dissed him on the remix, that ended his career. And then when Game finished him, it was over for dude. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody cared about Joe Budden's, like, mainstream-wise. Like, he had a good little run 2003, but when Jay-Z violated him on that record, and then when Game violated him, even on the tapes, when Game violated him, that killed his career. It's like, oh, no, we don't care about Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't respond back to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? You want to go at 50 and them, you ain't respond back to Hov. The nigga Hov, nigga Jay-Z, I'm not even a Jay-Z fan. Y'all know I don't like Jay-Z as an artist. You know what I'm saying? He cool, he got a couple records, but I'm not a Jay-Z fan. You know? So, yeah, so that's the crazy thing, but yeah, Jay-Z is like, you know, you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy, you know. But yeah. But yeah, Joe Buttons, man, was a fake, fake super lyrical nigga, but he really wasn't no super lyrical nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was a one-hit wonder. That career never went nowhere. And because his career never went nowhere, he's been salty ever since. You know what I'm saying? He got lucky. He got the podcast thing booming for him. That gave him, like I said, that gave him relevancy because without the podcast, I don't think a lot of people would be checking for him. Like, he thought Slaughterhouse was going to work. Slaughterhouse did not work. He blew the Slaughterhouse situation. After he blew the Slaughterhouse situation, it was back to square one. Really, he had to go back to square one. And square one was he had to find a new hustle. And podcasting became his big hustle. It's been a successful hustle for him. But he's just so lame at being a podcaster. Like, he be treating them niggas like hoes. Like, the nigga, I think the nigga Ish and the Ice nigga, but the Ish nigga, he's supposed to be a street nigga. Like, this nigga ran with E.T. Hawk and Ali and Sheik Ali. This nigga violating this nigga, talking to this nigga, telling this nigga. I'm like, yo, son, you letting this nigga talk to you like you was a sucker. Like, I know y'all niggas ain't hurting for no money. I ain't on no mute. I know y'all niggas ain't hurting for no money. You know what I'm saying? And it just sound like to me, like these dudes they wanted a hustle because they pop. They pop. You know what I'm saying? They pop. And they needed Joe to save them. You know what I'm saying? I watched that whole podcast. I'm like, oh, these niggas letting these niggas, like Queens Flip, he talk all that tough, high power shit, but you letting this nigga son you. Like, all them niggas letting this nigga son. Like, that nigga's a bitch. How y'all letting this nigga son you, bro? Like, that's why I could never, like, work with Joe Budden. I could work with none of these podcasting niggas. Like, I like with me and my peoples, we doing our thing. We going viral just like these niggas. And we don't need to be involved with none of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because all these dudes is clowns. You feel me? All these dudes is clowns. Anybody that sit on their platform and go at somebody basically because they got a little podcast and like I said with Joe Budden's, like his rise on the podcast started because of really him, you know, being a bitter man, being a bitter rapper. He was bitter that the game didn't let him do what it do. A lot of people is like that. He's just one of them dudes that just is salty because the cookie didn't crumble his way. And it's like, it be a lot of these dudes like that. But he's just one of them dudes that's upset that the cookie didn't crumble his way. You know what I'm saying? And that when he look at his podcast, he already could tell that everybody up there is ready to lead this nigga. Like when I watch his podcast, I'm like, yo, son, a matter of time they all gonna leave him, bro. Cause that's what happened with the original cast. Like you had the shorty up there, you had the Rory, like he was punking Rory and Maul. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, y'all letting this nigga treat y'all like hoes up there. Like Maul, you know, Maul ain't no tough guy. I understand it. He ain't like his brother Baba Lob. He ain't like Biggs. You know, he just, you know, he a cool, calm, collected type of dude. I get it. You know, but you ain't gonna let no low level rapping nigga talk to you all greasy. And then when y'all niggas feel away, you know the nigga gonna try to make it seem like y'all niggas is suckers. Y'all wasn't suckers for leaving him. He was really the sucker because he tried to treat niggas like hoes. But y'all gotta understand, he got treated in the industry like a hoe. When a nigga, when Raekwon came in his trailer and snuffed him, and they cleaned him up after they snuffed him, Raekwon came like a mafia boss. You could never believe this nigga's who he say he is. Dude snuffing you like, come on, bro. Nigga, Joe Budden was like the punching bag in hip hop. Rappers beating him up, running down on him. Like, come on, bro. I saw with consequences. Oh, look. Consequences snuffed the nigga. His girl, Tahiri, had to wash the nigga up. Let's keep it real. She had to. I ain't gonna say she was consequences. She just punched him, and that was it. If your girl gotta punch the dude for you, and the dude snuff you, man, you ain't official. And that's why I said, like, when we look at Joe Budden's dog, you not that dude to be talking the way you be talking. You know what I'm saying? We done seen it on reality TV. You know, we done seen consequences run down on you after the cameras. Y'all going to the dress. You think, oh, we gonna go to the green room. Son just popped on you. Now, the real dude would have did was, oh, son popped on me. Yo, let me D up and get this dude. He just popped on me. You didn't do nothing. You just laughed. And whoever them dudes that you was with, you know, they did it for you. But you ain't handle your business. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I really don't, when they talk about Joe Budden, man, I just think he's a sucker. I think he a cold sucker. I think he's a dude that really is upset. Dudes getting tired of him. You know what I'm saying? The podcasting. And like, come on, bro. You's a fiend. Who wants to listen to you about anything? Bro, you lost your career in hip hop. Your career didn't go anywhere. You is the story of the wasted talent. And now that you in the rap game as a analyst, because that's what you are, an analyst now, you still salty and mad. The biggest hater. But hey, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care about no Joe Buttons, bro. I'll be listening to dudes and they be acting like, yo, this dude is a god. Like I was on Clubhouse. Dudes thought he was a god, bro. And I'm saying to myself, yo, y'all dudes is wilding. This dude is extra lame. You know what I'm saying? He's the true definition of wasted talent. That's why that term was created for dudes like Joe Buttons. You know what I'm saying? Like he yes men niggas to death. And then dudes that he don't got a relationship with, he start violating. You know what I'm saying? Like we know what you do, bro. Like we know you a cold sucker. Any dude that say he like this dude had sex with his dog or whatever type of nonsense he did, jerking the dog off, saying he gay for views. Like, come on, bro. We look at dudes like Joe Budden as weirdos. Like, you're a weirdo. Like, straight up, you're just a weirdo. Like, ain't nothing else to discuss. Homie's a weirdo. Like, straight is. Straight up. That's how you gotta look at it, Joe Budden. Like, dude's a weirdo. You know? And he know he a weirdo. 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 You know? You know? That's why they treat him the way they treat him, bro. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yo, King Gun Hill, salute. Let's go with you, homie. He jerked his dog off. That's what Joe Buttons did. Yeah, he jerked his dog off. Yeah, man. That's what Joe Buttons did. He jerked his dog off. He said on his podcast. I was like, oh, this nigga's a weirdo. When I heard him say that, I'm like, oh, he a weirdo, bro. Nigga said he jerked his dog off. Yeah, he said it on his podcast. Listen to his podcast, my nigga. He said, yo, he jerked his dog off. Yeah. Who's the biggest weirdo on podcasting, bro? Come on, man. You know? You want to be the weirdest black dude on podcasting. It's crazy. He said, I'm gonna be over the top. That's what Joe said. I want to be over the top. But yeah, man. Not for Joe Budden, man. He's a lame. Let's get into it. So, I want to really talk about, well, I talked about Cuban Link the other day, but I'm going to keep it real with y'all, right? Cuban Link, stop the lying, bro. Stop the lying, bro. Um, I don't got no problem with the homie Gangu. He a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? I met the dude personally because he came through with Benzino and Cavario. Shout out to Cavario. Shout out to Zeno. He came through. You know, I don't got no beef with Gongo. He cool. But we gonna stop trying to defend it. You know, I don't think Cuban Link gonna fight. I don't think he gonna do it. I think he doing a lot of bluffing. I don't think he gonna fight no Hocus or anybody, bro. Like Cuban Link is just a bitter baby mama, bro. And like, let's get into it like this, right? Cuban Link is a liar. Let's get that all the way clear. Salute. Cuban Link is a liar. Um, the dude TA is a cornball. We gonna get to that dude too, cause I've been watching, and I just think these niggas is just cornballs. Shout out to Fat Joe. I don't got no issue with Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? Bullets Gotti got no beef with Fat Joe. I'm gonna let that be known. I don't got no issue with Fat Joe. Cuban Link, and let me say this again, is a sucker. True definition of a sucker. TA is a sucker. True definition of a sucker too. Right? And I'm gonna explain to you why TA and why Cuban Link is suckers. But let me just say this, right? Cuban Link said he loved Big Pun so much, right? Cuban Link said he rock with Big Pun so much, right? R.I.P. Big Pun. Big Pun was about family first, team first, and he was about his niggas. I will knock Hassan Campbell the fuck out, bro. That nigga's a bitch, whole bitch. I'll knock him the fuck out. You know, Hassan ain't fighting nobody, bro. Hassan is a bluffer. He's not fighting anybody, bro. Let's get that clear. All that dude want to do is have sex with men. All right? I've been told y'all that. Hassan just want to penetrate men. That's what he want to do. That's why he keep talking about it. That's why he has nightmares and thoughts about Bambaataa, because he wants to get up in Bambaataa's boombox again. You understand what I'm saying? That nigga is the giver and the receiver to men. Okay? Just know what I'm saying. That's the type of dude he is. The giver and the receiver of men. Any dude that say what he be saying online makes you understand that he is the giver and the receiver of men. Salute, young God. Peace to you, family. You know what I'm saying? That nigga don't like no women. That nigga like men. All right? And he a fraud. Anytime you listen to this dude, you gotta take what he say with a grain of salt. Ain't nothing real about Hassan or Campbell. Ain't nothing real about that dude. That dude is a hoe. I ain't gonna call him no Mook. Mook is too good for that nigga. He's a whole blade. A whole mo. You hear me? He's a whole, I'm gonna take it back. He a whole mo. He a blade and a mo. That's what I call him. Mook is too good for a dude like that. You gotta call him what he is. A blade and a mo. Okay? He already told you what he wanna do to men. He wanna blow they black out with no Vaseline, no baby oil. He wanna blow they back out. Please. That nigga ain't fighting nobody. So back to what I was saying about Cuban Link. So Cuban Link has been running up with lies. Well, Math Hoffa, I told you about Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa did it to himself. You heard? Math Hoffa did it to himself. Math Hoffa ego got him where he at right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad for Math Hoffa because he is a hater. And low key, he be doing underhanded shit. Uh, his underhanded shit got exposed. You feel me? But it is what it is. So let me say this. Yeah, super cocky. Super cocky. You know, his cockiness got to him. You know what I'm saying? You know when a nigga ego, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When a nigga ego so huge, right? When a nigga ego so huge, he really believe his own hype. And thing with Mav Hoffa was he hurt himself in the long run because instead of him keeping it real with himself and not trying to play dirty politics with his own people, yo, that man would have been respected by his peers if he didn't do the sucker shit. But you have to realize something. When you ain't never had nothing, you gonna do the low ball and shit. So what Mav Hoffa did is like I said about Meek Mill, niggas low ball niggas, and they play them sucker them fuck away games. And a lot of times when they play them type of games, you reap what you sow. So Mav reaped what he sowed. I don't feel sorry for him because a lot of niggas did rock with him. I rocked it with Mav. I like Mav platform, you know, but when I reached out to dude and dude try to cold shoulder me, it's cool. Like Biggie said, see y'all chumps up top. You heard? See y'all chumps on top. That's how I look at it. You could try to dub me. You could try to like give me the run around. That's cool. I'm good. On my 3 favorite channels, All the Dialogue is one, Rapmatic, and my shit. That's it. And if I got an honorable mention, there's a couple channels I like. Honorable mention, I can't name them all. But like the ones that's really doing it on that level is me and Rapmatic and All the Dialogue. We doing it off the muscle. I rock with All the Dialogue. I like what he do. You know what I'm saying? And what me and Rapmatic is doing is legendary. So yeah, we top 3. We top 3 right now. You know what I'm saying? We making these niggas catch up. These niggas ain't catching up yet. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get the formula. DJ Velo? Nah. Oh, and oh, I forgot. DVD era. Mob Ties TV, Pop a Lot. That's who I rock with. Warrior Bros. Mob Facts is one of my favorites. You know, those are joints I really rock with. You know, everybody else, I don't care for niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pop a Lot, that's my dude. Yeah, that's my dude right there. I fucks with Pop a Lot. You know, We Are the Numbers, What's the Numbers TV, Paul Rowe and them. I like them niggas. You know, but I don't. Everybody else, man, I don't too care for niggas, man. I think niggas had their time. Like I tell people, I came in the class of 2018 on YouTube. I'm the class of 2018. So when I came in the game, you know, a lot of dudes wasn't doing YouTube. Yeah. And I spied a lot of niggas. I ain't gonna lie, low key. But yeah, a lot of them niggas is falling off. You know, but yeah, but back to Cuban Link though. Let me get back to that dude. So I'm watching him lie about the Miss Jones shit. Like, this is the thing, right? And this is what I say. If Miss Jones is lying, right, that she got Pun's royalties, right? If somebody said that, you have the right to sue that person and you have the right to sue that platform if they're lying about something that may have not been true, right? Cuban Link, no, it's true. That's why he tried to lie. If Liza felt that it was a lie, why she didn't sue? Everybody know Liza is a snake. Why you defending? Unless you fucked Liza. Let's keep it real, Cuban. Did you fuck Liza? Huh? Because we already know Pun half brother had sex with Liza. But did you have sex with Liza? Because we already know you have a thing for, you know, the dudes that you associate with wife. Let's look. You try to hit on Joe wife. That's why you got cut. Trying to holler at Joe wife. Yeah, I been knew he hit Liza, nigga. We knew. We been knew. They try to tell me I was lying about that. I was not lying about that. That nigga smashed that man wife, bro. You know? Or if it didn't happen, then hey, it didn't happen. But you two, upon your brother, you shouldn't be standing next to the person that's slandering your brother. Cause I'm not taking no, I don't care if it's my man's wife, my man's bitch, hoe, whatever, side chick, girlfriend. I'm not taking her word over my man's. I don't care if he in violation or not. I'm riding with my mans all the way. You didn't call her out, didn't say, yo, that's foul. You ruining this man's legacy. You stopping the bag. Liza has destroyed Big Pun's legacy, man. Joe Mo is a clown, bro. I don't have no respect for him. You know? Nah, Joe didn't steal Pun royalties. Miss Jones is the one that got Pun's royalties. They trying to say now that that's not true, but nigga, that interview happened in 2023 with Miss Jones and Nori. Y'all could have addressed it that if it wasn't true, y'all could have addressed that when Miss Jones said that in 2023 on Nori's show. Why y'all addressing it now? You feel me? Because if it wasn't true, y'all would have been called it out. Y'all calling it out now because, you know, it is what it is. But if, like I said, if Liza really loved Big Pun like she say she do and this and that, yeah, Miss Jones from Hot 97, Liza would have not, now she got the royalty. Salute my brother Q in the building, Rapmatic in the building, you already know. Um, like I said, I mean, Pun's sister didn't show up to the street naming, bro. I mean, a lot of people don't fuck with Pun wife, man. You know, she cat, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's cat. Why Pun's son is making diss tracks on his father? Why is that even acceptable? Like, I'm not, my pop's deceased, dead and gone, and I'm letting my son, you the mother, you allowing your son to diss his father. It's like, what are you trying to do? Ruin the man legacy so the legacy don't be worth a damn? Cause that ain't nobody that really love and want to cherish Pun legacy. That's somebody that want to throw dirt on, that's somebody that's spiteful, jealous, envious, and hateful. That's an enemy. Like Liza is an enemy to Pun. All right? I don't give a fuck if a nigga abuse or what. Listen, man. Biggie wasn't no angel. You heard Kim talk about, what her, all the cases that her Big had. You heard the situation with Faith and Big. So, I mean, every nigga ain't perfect, but as the mother of the children, for the sake of the family, don't have your son diss his father. You know what I'm saying? That should be weird. That's weird to me, bro. That's weird to me, man. Nah, he wasn't blackballed, man. It just, I'm going to keep it all the way real with you, man. The shit just, I mean, a lot of people not going to embrace somebody as one, don't got his own identity, you know? And two, he just, when he did that diss track on Pun, that made people fall back from him, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yo, come on, homie. Don't do that, man. Come on, man. Come on, you can't be spamming the chat like that, bro. You know? But when you basically is dissing your father because of something that happened when you was a kid with your mother and father and it had nothing to do with you, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga Pun always talked about his kids. Like, to have his son get up there, make a diss track about him, is crazy. And her as the mother should have dubbed that. They shouldn't even allow that diss track to ever happen. But that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of times people be sleeping with the enemy, man. You know? A lot of people don't be sleep. They be sleeping with the enemy, man. And she just one of them that's a foul, spiteful woman, man. And like the nigga Cuban Link talk about, yeah, I heard with Kyla Pratt. I heard no, not Kyla Pratt. Kiki Palmer. I heard about that. Yeah, Casanata Kiki Palmer. I heard about that shit. But yeah, that's why Cuban Link is just so lame, bro. Like Cuban Link is lame, nigga. You know why you got cut in the face. You know what I'm saying? You know why you got cut in the face. You was trying to holler at Fat Joe wife. You say Big Pun your brother. How is he your brother? And you allowing his wife to diminish him and his legacy, to paint him as a monster. And then you got the nerve to talk about, yo, that's your brother. Joe wasn't doing that. Joe didn't even sponsor the documentary that y'all did because it was some BS in it. You know what I'm saying? I remember when she went on Real Hollywood E Stories and she said that whole situation. And then when you hear the story about his sister talking about how he passed away and she didn't do CPR, man was dying on the ground. And then you talking about you mad with his sister. How you gonna be mad with that man's family? She have every right to feel the way she feel about his wife. But like I said, people gonna paint the narratives that they gonna paint. You know, they gonna run with what they gonna run with. And then when you see these dudes like TA and Cuban, they broke looking for money, man. TA is a never was ass nigga. You was sleeping on Fat Joe couch, my nigga. Joe put you on some records. Out of his connection, you was you was basically able to do your thing, you know? You know? So to hear a nigga that was sleeping on a nigga couch, nigga put money in your pocket, and you being the most disloyal individual ever, talking talking dirty about Percy, talking dirty about a lot of dudes. You not loyal. You not loyal. TA is the perfect example of a disloyal nigga that you never give a bag to. You felt all this way about son after he cut you off, that you trying to like violate. Like I don't get that type of mindset, my nigga. Like that type of mindset is weird to me, man. Like a nigga really moving like that, bro. That's crazy. And he doing that because he ain't getting no money. Yeah, that's a bum nigga move. Nigga, I ain't quitting YouTube, bro. I'm still here, dog. That was a joke. Come on, my nigga. You know? Now, I get the Charlie Rock LD situation, but I don't get the TA situation. What you mad about? Talking about, yo, the nigga ain't put my project out. Nigga, I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you, son. I don't care if you was ghostwriting or not. You heard? Your music suck. TA music suck, my nigga. Like, you bitter. You bitter, homie. Like, you need to just chalk it to the game. You crying about this and that. Like, nigga, you got some big features. You know what I'm saying? You been around. You was the nigga hype man. What's the issue, bro? Joe had you as the hype man, bro. What's the issue? You gonna eat. You was gonna eat anyway. You was gonna eat like Tony Sunshine is eating right now. You know what I'm saying? True Life was trash. True Life music was trash. That nigga is garbage. Like, I don't care what nobody say. And I don't blame Prodigy for not going through with that record and using that verse for the Eddie Gibbons Sunday soundtrack. That nigga music suck. Jay-Z hired that nigga to be a goon. Come on, bro. Nigga shit was Basuda, bro. You know? Yeah, Cuban Link was alright. He wasn't like, yo, Cuban Link said some bullshit, right? He said, yo, Mason Cam took my song, and then he retracted what he said about Mason Cam and said, oh, you know, yeah, maybe undid. But you try to say Cam and Mace stole your record. Like, come on, my nigga. What you did wasn't original, nigga. That's from Eddie Murphy Raw. That's from Desi Arnaz. That's where Eddie Murphy got that from. Desi Arnaz. Come on, bro. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jay was trying to use a lot of niggas as soldiers, bro. Like, that's what he was trying to use H Money Bags as a soldier and everybody, bro. You know, that's what Jay do. He used True Life as a doja. He was a crash out. You understand what I'm saying? Beans was holding Jay down. When Beans, you know, was basically, you know, getting ready to drop his project, and when he went with Dame later on, you know, Beans, you know, he needed help with Dipset, you know? But Jay used that nigga, man. Like, that nigga Jay didn't care. You see, after like the beef was all said and done, and he got to that next level, and Jay-Z married Beyonce, and that nigga got the Oprah channel. You saw what happened, bro. That nigga went on Oprah, made niggas get off the benches, bro. Y'all better go watch that video. Y'all better go watch that video. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Watch that video with G the Kid, with G the K, right? Where they sitting on the benches, and the Secret Service and the police told them to move off the benches. You understand what I'm saying? Once Jay-Z got to that level where he was behind, he was running with Oprah and all these people, yo, bro, it was no more about, you know, the Jay-Z that had the street goons. He ain't need the goons no more. He's being loved by corporate America. You know what I'm saying? But I tell niggas all the time, man. That nigga a sucker, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say, bro. Yo, he beat the baby out of Esther Baxter, homie. You know that, right? He beat the baby out of her. You know? You know? But yeah, Cuban Link, man, he bitter and washed up, man. You know, anytime you hear a nigga always crying about shit that happened 20 some years ago, like, just listen to Cuban Link. He just crying, like, yo, he's so upset about the Joe. Like, yo, bro, like, niggas listening to you talk about Joe, and it's like, come on, nigga, nobody wanna hear that, bro. Like, you sat up there and lied and say niggas stole a record from you, right? Then you lied and said the whole, what was it? What record was it? The record, was it Señorita or No Way Out? You said you wrote that for Puff. You ain't write that for Puff. You a liar. You ain't write that for Puff. And you know you ain't write that for Puff. You know what I'm saying? Jada wrote that whole song for Puff, nigga. But you ran around and said, yo, I wrote that. Like, yo, shut up, bro. Like, shut up, my nigga. Like, we tired of hearing Cuban Link, bro. We tired of your faking. We tired of them stories, bro. We tired of them stories, my nigga. You know, them stories is getting on our nerves, bro. They get on our nerves, bro. We tired of them. You know what I'm saying? We tired of hearing about this. What you need to talk about is the dude that cut you, he's still living. You know what I'm saying? He's still moving around out here. And you ain't retaliate on that. You know what I'm saying? You running around with that telephone cut. Come on, son. You ain't put that work in. You know? Then you got the nerve to speak on Joe. Bro, Joe was the one with punch save your life when Sex Money Murder wanted to knock your head off. Can we talk about that, Cuban? Can you tell the people how back in the days, Sex Money Murder wanted to knock your head off? And it wasn't for Joe, the same man that you go at, basically save your life? Come on, man. Come on, man. I hit dudes with the LL. Mama said knock you out. Come on, man. You know, that'd be crazy to me, man. You know, every time I hear Cuban Link, man, it just make me disgusted that dude 50 plus still crying about something that happened 24 years ago at Jimmy's Cafe, man. Come on, bro. That happened 24 years ago in Jimmy's Cafe. Bro, it's 2025, bro. Come with a new story. We tired of hearing about what happened at Jimmy's Cafe, nigga cutting you in your face. Come on, bro. You ain't get active. You ain't get active. You know? And then you run around telling people, yo, you ran to the West to get help. I mean, like the shit I was hearing, son, but I mean, a lot of niggas saying that Cuban Link ran to get help. You hear Ali Zoe talk about how Cuban Link ran to them niggas in Miami for muscle. The Haitian mob niggas, the Zoe Pound niggas, right? So it's like, how we taking Cuban Link's story, nigga? You was scared. You was scared. You was a man with no island. You was scared. And you got the nerve to be talking about shoulda, coulda, woulda shit. Shoulda, coulda, woulda shit. That's the thing that kills me. Like, yo, this nigga talking about shoulda, coulda, woulda shit. No? Like I said, the nigga TA, he shouldn't even be talking because you was sleeping on Joe's couch. You was Joe hype man. Life was sweet for you. You was able to go to Dubai. You was able to go overseas. You going to Miami. You driving foreigns. You smashing bad joints. You living a life. But everybody ain't meant for royalty. Some niggas deserve to live in despair. Cause everybody ain't deserving of living like a king. And that nigga TA is very ungrateful. And he comes online talking that, like, we don't want to hear that, nigga. We look at you, real niggas look at you as a sucker. That's what real niggas look at TA as, a sucker. We don't look at you as a real one. We don't look at you as a dude. We look at you as a sucker, as an ungrateful bastard that didn't understand the position that a nigga put him in. And that's why he ain't at no level. He online, you listen to him, and that nigga bitching and moaning, crying about Joe. Like, Cuban, you ain't been around Joe since 2000. You feel me? You ain't been around Joe since 2000. What are we talking about? TA, you bitter. Yeah. It's like, yo, these dudes really they be bitter. They be bitter, man. They be bitter, man. Well, they be bitter, man. Fat Joe put the bag behind you niggas, man. Help y'all niggas out. You know? It's crazy. Like how that nigga be posting niggas up on their page, you know. I'm like, yo, damn, nigga. You obsessed with Fat Joe. Favorite Chinese spot? Uh, yo, it used to be this spot called Peking in my hood. They had the best Chinese food, but I'm gonna have to say Mr. Chow's, man. Mr. Chow's is good, man. You know. But yeah, man. Nigga going out bad, bro. Nigga going out bad, bro. Nigga going out bad, bro. You know. Nigga going out bad, man. You know. Niggas talk about Joe, and Joe ain't worrying about no Cuban. Or no TA. He ain't worrying about no Cuban Link, and he ain't worrying about no TA. Y'all niggas is sitting up online worrying about that one man. Talking about that one man. Y'all make yourself look like hoes. You heard? Y'all make yourself sound like hoes, bro. Real talk. Yeah, he's still locked up. You make yourself smell like hoes, man. And the more y'all talk, man, y'all look and sound like hoes. You know. But it is what it is. You know. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sometimes laugh at these niggas, man. Like, yo, damn, son. Like, this nigga came online and upset about Fat Joe. Like, come on, man. Shut up, man. You going on old boy channel like we care what you talking about. We don't care what you talking about. You know? I'm going to speak about that. But I'm glad somebody brought up Lord Jamar and all of them. But I really want to talk about this shit with Wallow. Shout out to Wallow, man. If y'all don't rock with Wallow, man, y'all bugging. Niggas is bugging. Let me tell y'all something. Wallow is one of my favorites on the internet. Real talk. I like Wallow's style. Wallito is that dude. Um, I saw a video with Wallow, man, when he said some real shit. When he said, yo, just because it's a black business don't mean you gotta support a black business. And I'm like, yo, damn. That's some real shit. And you know one thing I respect about Wallow, son? Wallow came home from prison, right? Straight out the penitentiary doing motivational videos where he said, yo, yeah, he said straight up, he said, yo, the haters is the marketing team. I still remember the slogan. I still remember his approach. He used to come up online every morning and say, yo, your haters is your marketing team, right? And a lot of those, this is before he got the podcast, a lot of those videos went viral. And he just kept doing them videos. Your haters is your marketing team. And this is one of the most positive black brothers in the game. Do a lot for Philadelphia. I salute him. Him and Gilly, I salute. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats, man, they talk like I always say, Philly, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the Meek Mills of the world, because Meek don't represent the real Philly. The real Philly is like brothers like Wallow and Gilly, brothers like, you know, like Real Roller and Sadiq. You know, I don't know. You know, I seen Oskino video said some things about Charlie Mack, but Charlie Mack did help put on a lot of people in Philly music wise. You know, shout out to Beans. You know, so when I see, you know, Wallow and Gilly and just Wallow in general doing what he been doing as a black man, putting on everybody in Philly, you know, and just been about coming together, been about talking about peace, been about the youth, you know, telling these rappers, yo, listen, man, that's your brother, man. I don't care what you and him may got, man. But for us as a people, as a whole, you know, let's stop the violence. You know, that's one thing I respect about Wallow, man, because really and truly, man, you know, it's not that many brothers really pushing that on the podcast level, man. They not pushing that. And that's what Gillian Wallow does, man. Yeah, they had a sense of humor. Yeah, they crack jokes. But they also is showing you, yo, us as black men, bro, we could do better than, we could be better than what it is, right? And I'm looking at a lot of people attacking Wallow. Like, and saying, yo, that's some sellout coon shit. And I'm saying to myself, what did he say that was wrong? See, us as a people, we don't like to tell our people the truth. And ain't nothing that Wallow said was wrong. In fact, everything he said was 99% right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Everything he said was 99% right. It was shit that needed to be said. It was shit that needed to be told to the community so we can really get on page about business, because we could all be about business. We could all support our people. But what is it? What is it if you support your people and your people ain't doing right business wise? Like Wallow said, everybody not gonna make it. Everybody not gonna be successful. Everybody is not gonna have a successful business as a black owner. You know what I'm saying? And Wallow wasn't lying, because that is the truth. Everybody not gonna be a successful black owner. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like if you really look at it, nobody in this world is gonna be a successful business owner. I'm just being honest with y'all. You know? And nothing that Wallow said was wrong. And let me say this too, because I seen this with Boston Richie. I didn't address this, man. You know, I told y'all before about the rappers, right? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? Before I get back on the Wallow thing, to see like Boston Richie is another rapper being, you know, locked up, that just shows you right there that the rap game ain't no money in it, and it's over with. Because if all these young rappers that's in the rap game is going to jail, that just goes to show you that there's only going to be a select few rappers. And right now, you know, the handful that's going to jail, man, it's like they getting fed time. You know, you see it with Boston Richie. You see it with NBA YoungBoy, who I think he came home. I'm not sure. You see it with Yellow Beezy. It's like every time you look, it's another rapper going to jail. And now they got Boston Richie in the feds. So it's like, you know, you gotta really look at this, man, and say to yourself, man, the rap game is over with, man. You know, you got Fabio Foreign, dumbass, pulling guns on niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So, like, it's what's happening is, all right, salute family. What's happening is, you see with hip hop is only gonna be a select few that's gonna be top dogs. You see that it's only you got really. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You only got Drake. You only got J. Cole. You only got, you know, artists like that, Kendrick, and you got the Travis Scotts and all them. That's really gonna be the rap game. Everybody else is over with. But hey, it is what it is, man. Now back to what I was saying about Gilly, about Wallow. So Wallow, he was at a seminar, he said this, and now, you know, a lot of people is mad that Wallow said what he said. People is doing videos on Wallow. People's online going in on Wallow, talk about that nigga, um, that nigga, he hating and he's speaking against black businesses. And like, to me, I don't know how he hating. What is he saying that's wrong? I think a lot of our people don't like accountability. I think a lot of our people don't like to hear criticism. If the white man would have came up and said that to black people, they wouldn't have nothing to say. It's just like when uh when the white dude um Michael Rubin said what he said to black people, they sat there and listened to what Michael Rubin. They reposted what Michael Rubin said. Salute. I appreciate that. But when it came to Gilly, when it came to not Gilly, but Wallow, when he said what he said, everybody in their feelings. Everybody black Twitter in their feelings. They trying to cancel a brother that basically was speaking facts to his people. Why y'all trying to cancel Wallow for speaking facts to his people? So y'all want to cancel this man? Cause I'm just bugging. I'm bugging. Like y'all really want to cancel this man for speaking facts? Y'all really want to cancel this man for being truthful? Y'all really want to cancel this man for saying what the white man would tell y'all the same exact thing, and y'all wouldn't even have no type of rebuttal for him? That's why I said, man, you can't say the black community because they don't deal with rational behavior. You know, they don't deal with being secure in themselves. You know, they don't they don't they don't understand the truth, man. Yeah, his word is not credible. They don't understand the truth. And a lot of times when you speak the truth to a people, they'll never get what you kick into them. You know what I'm saying? They'll never get what you kick it to them. Because when you kicking it the way you kicking it, they don't wanna acknowledge it. They don't want to acknowledge it. So you got all these people online shaming Wallow. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas is shaming Wallow for what? Why y'all mad at Wallow for? Man ain't say nothing that nobody, no black person would say to their people. All he said was, and it's facts, all he said was, even though it's a black business, how you gonna support a black business just because it's black? It's a lot of entitlement. That's all he was saying. Stop having entitlement. Stop dealing with entitlement issues. They mad at him for keeping it real and being treetop tall. Because ain't nobody kicking it the way Wallo was kicking it. So you got dudes like Tariq and many others talking how they talking. Tariq talking that nonsense about, he said some nonsense about, oh, we got to do a background check of, you know, what's Wallow's background. Like, what? Like, what you mean you got to do a background check to see his background? Like, this is my thing with Tariq Nasheed, man. And I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all, man. Tariq Nasheed is a damn grifter. You hear me? And I was a fan of Tariq, but I realized that Tariq was nothing but a fraud. Because this a dude that started his podcast on pimping, right? That's how his career started. Talking about the Mac and women and all that, right? That's how he started his platform. He didn't start his platform off of what he talking about now. So from Mackin, it went to motherfucking Hitting Colors. From Hitting Colors, it went to, he a car thief. It went from Hitting Colors. From Hitting Colors, it went to FBA. And it's like, to me, dude has been a fraud ever since. Because you started off Hitting Colors this, Hitting Colors that. You was a Pan-Africanist, right? When you left the pimping culture, you went to the Pan-African shit. From the Pan-African shit, it became FBA, right? So that's when a nigga lose me. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my thing with Tariq, right? And that's why a lot of these dudes, I take them with a grain of salt, right? Tariq Nasheed talks a good one, right? He's a good speaker. And what I mean by he talks a good one, he knows how to galvanize the people, and he knows how to manipulate. So what he'll do is he'll manipulate the masses, and whatever side he's on, he gravitates to it. So if he's on the Pan-African side, he gravitates to the Pan-African side, right? If he's on the FBA side, he gravitates. If he's on the Mac side, he gravitates to it. You know? All Tariq does is manipulate people that don't have a mind for self. You know, when I stopped rocking with Tariq, is when he asked the people to invest in his museum, right? Now, mind you, y'all seen how his museum look? His Hidden Colors Museum? It don't look nothing like the State of Arts Museum that he told his supporters. He said, yo, I'm going to build a big museum, the Hidden Colors Museum. It's going to look like this. It's going to be state of the arts. It's going to have so much things, right? That's what he told us. He said all this about the Hidden Colors Museum. This is what he said it was going to look like. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all right now. Hold on. That's what the Hidden Colors Museum was supposed to look like, right? If y'all remember. State of the arts, that's how it was supposed to look like. Now, bam. This is the Hidden Colors Museum right there, right? That's the museum that he told all the people to spend money for. This museum right here. This was supposed to be what the people thought was going to be. And this is what the people ended up getting. So, right there, he just showed me that he's a liar, that he grifted the people. And I'm so glad that I didn't take my hard-earned money and invest in his bullshit, because it was nothing but bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? And I felt like you sold some fake shit to the people. You made the people believe that they was going to get this big, booming museum that was going to be legendary. Oh, R.I.P. to your brother, fam. You said that it was going to be something legendary. You didn't say that the museum that the people will be getting looked like a nightclub or a store. Oh, damn, sorry to hear that, family. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made me fall back from Tariq. Now, push past the bummer clock, fast forward, you know, Wallow says what he says. Tariq gets on his Instagram talking some nonsense about, I'm about to repeat what you said. Where is Wallow family from? Now, mind you, what the Wallow family got to do with what he said? Like, I don't understand. Like, Wallow is not a foreigner. Wallow is a black American. You know what I'm saying? Family from South Carolina and Philly. So, what do his heritage got to do with what he said to his people? Like, why should we support black-owned business when a lot of y'all niggas don't bring nothing new to the table when it comes to black-owned business? It's just a whole lot of cap. It's a whole lot of pretending shit, and it's a whole lot of fraudulent shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear people like Tariq and whoever else going at Wallow, Wallow has put the initiative to support black-owned business. You know? He support brothers. You know what I'm saying? Wallow took an initiative to help put people on. You know what I'm saying? Have saved lives. This brother just saved a young brother life that wanted to take his life. That man really in the forefront, really in the community. We don't see Tariq in the community saving lives, helping people, speaking life into people. We don't see him doing that. All we see him doing is running his dick suckers and talking and ain't doing nothing for the people. That's my gripe with dudes like Tariq. It's like y'all dudes talk this and talk that and talk about y'all this and talk about that, but y'all ain't doing nothing for the community. All y'all doing is fattening your pockets. It's like what my man said in King of New York. Say y'all guys got fat while we was starving. Dudes like Tariq getting fat while the people that supporting them is starving. He ain't one saying, yo, we got to do something to help out the community, help out this, help out that. Let's help out Black America. You know what I'm saying? Let's change the frequency and get back to accountability. He ain't doing none of that. You know? All he been doing is high pricing our people and robbing our people. That's what he been doing. Pimping the community. And that's what a lot of them been doing. You know, let's keep it all the way real. That conscious community shit produce more scammers and more hustlers than a little bit. All of them is nothing but scammers and hustlers. Ain't none of them. And I'm doing a live on all of them. Zaza Ali, all of them, man. Because all they've been doing is lying and scamming the people. Yeah, a nigga can have a good message. Umar got great messages. But nigga, you was a scamming hustler. I can't respect it. You say you gonna get a school, you out here tricking your money on women. And I don't got a problem with Umar. But I just got a problem with the hypocrisy. You can't push out a message and you out here spending your chicken on women that's in the strip club, bro. You so caught up on being a celebrity than being the community activist, the grassroots leader. Professor Griff, he's a fucking fraud. Let's keep it real. Griff is a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Once I saw Griff do that bozo, like, that's the thing I ain't respect about Professor Griff, right? Homie, you got blackballed and shadow banned and kicked out of Public Enemy because you dissed them people. And then when something happened with in Texas, you were like, oh, I don't know that brother. But you took a picture with the brother. You have been on your platform speaking certain things, but you basically sell that righteous revolutionary shit, but you don't really stand on that business. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them dudes don't stand on what they be talking about. They don't. They not that. They not no revolutionaries. Revolutionaries don't move like how these dudes move. And that's why, you know, that conscious community died the way it died. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much fraudulent behavior with these dudes. So when Tariq goes at Wallow and others going at Wallow, they just corny. Because what did he say that was wrong? All he said was, just because you a black-owned business don't mean you get special privileges. Don't mean that it's going to be a nepotism thing. Don't mean that your business is great. It's not a lie. You know? So, you know, it's crazy, man. You know, Wallow doing a lot for his people and in the community, bro. That man deserves grace and respect. Don't violate him because he ain't do it. Come on, bro. Shit crazy, bro. But hey, it is what it is, man. It's your boy Bullets Gotti. I just wanted to speak my piece on that, man. And dudes need to stop hating on Wallow for speaking the truth to the people. Them niggas ain't speaking no real facts. Them niggas ain't even helping the community. Them niggas is about fattening their pockets, living a certain type of lifestyle, and that's it. And that's just what it is. So, it's what it is, y'all. Y'all have a blessed night, man. Salute.